Good morning students, welcome back to the online classes of KBR Academy. Myself Krishna sir as your social science teacher. Today I am going to teach you class 8 subject civics lesson 5 and the topic's name is the judiciary. You know the judiciary, our country prefer a parliamentary system government in which there are three organs of the government. One is legislative, second one is executive and third one is judiciary. And their work is totally different. No one can interfere in the internal matter of each other. Suppose legislative, what is the work of legislative? Legislative makes the laws, and executive can implement the law. And whoever can't follow the rule and regulation of the executive, then the judiciary has the right to give punishment. So there are also in our country there are Supreme Court and High Court. There is only one Supreme Court in our India, and there is 21 High Court in our India, and they work according to the cases they got. One is civil cases and second one is criminal cases. The civil cases is generally come to the thief, others little minors conflicts, and the criminal cases is murder, thief, robbery, others. This is called a civil case and criminal case. And this our constitution has provided us that the independent judiciary and judiciary there is a right of constitutional remedies also. According to each there is a certain risk that can provide us and protect our aims and our rights also. Like there is a Supreme Court which is the guardian of our Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the guardian of the Constitution, where it gives us every atmosphere and give us a knowledge about the rule of law, according to which all are equal in the eyes of laws, and the laws only needs evidence to prove. So that's why in the Supreme Court, in the High Court, in the subordinate court, in the lower court, there is a cases dialogue, and this cases goes from the subordinate court to High Court to the Supreme Court. And Supreme Court decision can be pardoned by the President. So this is one of the tiers of the governments in our India. Now let's start one by one about the features of independent judiciary. First one is independent judiciary. Which judiciary is independent that no one can interfere its verdicts. Suppose legislative and executive can not interfere in the matters of the judiciary. He is very independent. That is very independence can prepare all issues to us, and so that's why we need to protect our fundamental rights. Our constitution remedies give us a rights that we can have the rights to go to the court also. We can give judgments according to the government decision also. And in settlement government decision disputes of settlements, and these disputes we can hear disputes about the land between two states also, rivers dispute also, land dispute or territory dispute also occur. And the Supreme Court give us the courts. There is all the element known as a court of records. So come to the point, Supreme Court. You know the Supreme Court judge can be appointed only. He must be the citizen of India. He must be experienced about 10 years in the High Courts also. He possesses one advocated purpose also. And according to which we can choose them, and after the 65 years the judge of the Supreme Court retires, and there is some powers, some function of the Supreme Court are there. Power of Supreme Court, one is original jurisdiction, which there is a certain decision that can only taken by the Supreme Court. No one can interfere. It is jurisdiction. It is not an original jurisdiction. Yes, no one can interfere. Suppose it not be interfered by the High Court or Supreme Court. It only case can be held, decision can be taken in the original jurisdictions. Second one is appellate jurisdiction. In the appellate jurisdiction, Supreme Court can appellate and give the verdicts to the suppose in the lower court give the decision to anyone. So the decision of lower court cannot be. We are not satisfied with the decision of the lower court. So we can go to the High Court also, to the Supreme Court also, and we can dial a case against the decision. Suppose in the lower court the decision give the complete imprisonment, life imprisonment in the court, and second you can go to the Supreme Court about the decision we can apply to there, and in the applied jurisdiction we have the rights to go to the lower court to the High Court, and High Court to the Supreme Court about decision. In the third, there is the advisory jurisdiction. In the advisory jurisdiction, the verdicts of the judgment of the High Court or Lower Court is give the advice to us about the advisory jurisdiction also. So it means it give us advice to about the power and functions, what is the rules and regulations, right? And fourth one is supervisory jurisdiction. In supervisory, you can give the guidance to us. We give us guidance. We can provide a field also, public integration list, interest list, public litigation list. This gives us about suppose most of the people are very poor, they can able to hear the case. So in this supervisory jurisdiction, it can help against you. There are certain rights, and the court give you some judgment. So judge are going to learn about the fear of the constitution and give you one of the judge. That's known as judge, and this give you the judgments. Fifth one is court of recourse. Whatever is going in the Supreme Court or High Court, as any cases, whatever is going in the Supreme Court, the judge, every cases can be recorded by the court for the future recovery also, for the future chance also. That give us the court of recourse. Now come to the point of the High Court. High Court, to become a member of the High Court, you must be the citizen of India also. Must be practice at least 10 years of advocates in the lower court also. And the High Court judge will retire after the years of 62 years. The same power and function also. Our subordinate courts, session courts give you any judgments, it goes to the High Court, and High Court pass to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court can pass any of this knowledge or parliamentary form. Our parliamentary form of government, parliament. In our parliamentary government, there is a Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha, Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha, and President. Some of you have passed any case in the Lok Sabha, it goes to the Raj Sabha, and Raj Sabha goes send for the President for assent. When the President signs, it becomes a law. Means Supreme Court has Supreme Court is our guardian of the Constitution, but the wordings of Supreme Court can change by the President also, which is the power to pardon also. So this is the part 1 of the chapter the judiciary. In the next video, this is part 1 of the judiciary, and next video I will upload about Supreme Court, about High Court, about lower court also. I think all of you understood it. Thank you. Have a nice day.